it's his time, it's man's time to shine. Welcome back to the channel, man. Another day, another reaction. My fault for the lighting. The lighting is a little off. It's like a dark side on this side. Just know it's better to do these videos during the day, not at night, because it's nighttime when I'm doing it. But anyways, nothing really too different. Damn, I got my vitamin water. But I just dropped a video. I dropped a podcast for y'all like 2 days ago. Me and my boy were just chopping it about some real stuff that we always talk about off camera. We decided to record it this time. Just drop that, so y'all go check that out if you haven't seen it. And when you guys watch these videos, obviously if you want to, I'm gonna say it in the beginning. I appreciate all the support. Hit that like button. Shit, you can even hit the dislike button. Let me know something. Leave a comment. It really does help the channel grow, and I really do like to see people's viewpoints. If you feel like I'm spewing out nonsense, I want you to tell me I'm spewing out nonsense. Somebody literally, I look at all the negative stuff that people probably have said and just laugh at it because I appreciate the feedback, man. I really just look at it like, hey, he watched it, she watched it, simple like that. So hit that like button. It helps, it helps the video get shown more. Even the dislike button. If you dislike this video, feel like I'm just spewing out nonsense, shit, let it be known. Speak your mind. Let it be known. It helps the video get out there. So, if you want, it's greatly appreciated as well. Hit that like button or hit that dislike button. Leave a positive comment, leave a negative comment. Anyways, we got a video called Millionaires Make Women Sign Prenups. And I have my view on prenups. And you're going to hear more about it throughout the video. Let's get the video started.
Say you're going to marry a girl, okay? And you love her so much. Would you make her sign a prenup with the abundance of money you do have?
Yeah, of course.
You would make her sign a prenup?
Yeah, why not? Because if she was like, she's not comfortable with that, then it's like...
But she might get offended by that.
Boom. She might get offended by it, but I'm going to be honest. If the roles was reversed, I would completely understand. I understand why people want people to sign prenups, because people have it like this. Okay, why are you going this far with me if you feel we're not going to make it, that you're going to need a prenup? We're in a time where people constantly say this exact term. I don't put anything past anybody. I personally have never really had that mindset, but we're in a time where a lot of people do. So if you're a person and you have that mindset, you can't get upset if somebody asks you to sign a prenup. I would be, if you are at a certain stage in your career and you want the person to sign a prenup, they should respect it. I'm not saying I would do it or have her sign it or anything. I'm still don't really know about it, but I wouldn't want to step into my marriage thinking something's gonna happen, but we got things happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but you can't look bad at somebody for telling you that they want you to sign a prenup. You know what I mean? I think we're in a time where, like I said, people, if you're a person who says you don't put anything past anybody, you shouldn't be upset at somebody telling you to sign a prenup. It's that simple.
Well, she's offended by that. I think she's not the one.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, is that then she's offended by it? Is that why she's there then?
Your money? What if she also made a lot of money? Like, maybe more than what you make?
Well, the laws, specifically in California, are really not in favor of men, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a woman could...
If you was making a great deal amount of money more than me, and you want me to sign that, I will gladly sign that. I will leave it, like, not trying to put that we're not gonna make it in the category, but I am a firm. It doesn't work like that, but I do believe leave with what you came with. It probably doesn't work like that though.
You could break up. They could take like half your and she could do it and be like, peace.
Okay. So you would make her sign a prenup?
Yeah, of course.
You're really not gonna sign a prenup?
No, I'm not signing no prenup. What you got is what I got.
Okay, but I don't understand, why would you not want to sign? Basically, our love is
Your
good.
money is my money. Simple as that.
Okay, why are we going straight to the money? It don't have me. All I'm doing is my lawyers are telling me that I have to protect myself, and it's not from you, but it's just
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Everything that you bring in the house, is mine too.
Nah, because I mean, what did you come with? What did you come with that you deserve to think you just don't like? Like, this is for our own protection. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what you say. It's my money too. Simple as that.
This has to be fake. Like this literally just. I wish I would have found it different, because this has to be fake. There's no way that something like this is real. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's probably people who say this type of stuff, but I'm talking about this particular video, because who's recording their wife or their girl say some shit like this and post it on social media. It doesn't make. I mean, it's people who do. It's people who live for social media, but it's crazy.
But see, the lawyer said that's what you was gonna do, though. They were saying you was not. So what's the point of you not signing the prenup?
The money that you bring home is mine too. Simple as that. End of conversation.
That's crazy. So I guess there ain't gonna be no wedding.
Whatever. It's gonna be a wedding.
It's actually.
She doesn't have to sign the prenup. You don't have to get married easy as that. Nothing wrong with a common law relationship. I stumbled on a Reddit post a few days ago. It was about a 27-year-old man whose girlfriend, a 31-year-old woman, won't sign a prenup. Mind you, this woman has more than $45,000 in debt. I'm going to read it out loud, so ignore all the blunders. Here goes. The past few days, my girlfriend and I have been arguing a little bit about money. Just trying to work things out in that area. But this issue is something that really hit home with me. We were talking about how our student loan debt would begin to impact me once we get married.
Student loan debt. For y'all that aren't aware, on my new camera, here it go right here. I'm using my old, pretty much broken one to record this one. I have been vlogging, and I pretty much talked. I'm not gonna say what the vlog was, but it's dropping on my other channel called Other Side of Bam. Pretty much, I talked about this student debt as well. Yeah. It's not a good thing. Just to not to get off topic, it's just not a good thing. It's the fact that $45,000 of student debt, she still ain't paid it off, and they're about to get married, and she's 31 years old on $45K back. Just keep that in mind. Don't be in a position, if you're in a position to where you don't have to, like bro, if you got $45,000 over, you probably went straight after. Like, if you can go to junior college, go to junior college, be on your grind, be on your shit, and get your stuff together, then go to university. You don't have to go straight, you know what I mean, unless if you're on scholarship. If you can pay for student loan, that's on you, or that's your decision. But there's nothing wrong with going that route. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot cheaper, and you're getting the same thing. You know, that's not minimizing your education. It's just, why have that debt when you get out of college? Why have that on your shoulders? That's just me. Some people might think I'm wrong for saying that. That's just me.
And she says, well, then we'll sign something that will keep it from affecting you. This made me happy because a prenup is something I was hoping for anyway. Nothing more than to delineate who's responsible for her debt in case things go south. Then later, she comes back and says, I take back what I said. I don't want to sign anything about my debt. This should be about our relationship, not about money. Now, I'm not asking for a prenup because I don't love her or believe in our relationship. We communicate very well, and both of our families are still married, so we have a good background to work things out instead of just separating. Mm-hmm. She's taking this prenup as a sign that I don't have faith in our relationship.
And that's the number one thing that is said when you ask for a prenup. And I'm gonna be honest, if a woman asks a man for a prenup, I would not look at her crazy. If she makes a good amount, I would not. All right, we can have a conversation. I'm not gonna say a conversation why. It's not gonna be, you don't think it's gonna last, or you think I'm gonna come in and try to, you know, because that happens to some women. It happens more to men though. Is that why you think I'm here? That's not necessarily gonna come to mind. But if she tells me, you know, if she tells me I don't put, like, I love you, I'm with you, I believe in us, I don't necessarily, but, you know, I've been through things where I kind of like, I just don't put anything past anybody. And that's something, like I said, a lot of people say in today's time, in 2023, the number one quote that I've heard from multiple people is, I don't put anything past anybody, or I don't put nothing past nobody. That is the number one quote in 2023. So if you have that quote in your mind and you constantly say that, you cannot get upset at somebody asking you for a prenup when you get married. You can't, because you already literally say you don't put anything past anybody. Okay, he's not going to put that past any woman. Men are taught to do it, especially if you're a high earner. But if you're a low earner at the time when you're getting married, shit, some people think you should even be getting married. But then if you a high earner, oh, here comes you thinking of a prenup. But she's marrying you and you a low earner. Not a low earner, but you're not super up there. You probably got potential to get up there. Then you got a good one on your shoulders. You know what I mean? But I don't look bad at people who ask people for prenups, especially the men. I don't. I think if a woman questions or tries to argue with you about it, it's a really bad sign. It's how you
But
go about it. You could go about it in a good way to make him think he don't even need a prenup with you. But if you try to argue with him about it, oh yeah, it's a bad sign. For sure.
Another thing about me, I'm a sex addict. I've done some things that have deeply hurt her in the past.
Damn.
I'm in counseling and recovery and have a lot of good tools to stay sober. But the fact remains that I hurt her with my past actions.
Damn.
Now she is leaning this prenup issue against my recovery. She basically told me, I'm taking a risk marrying you with your addiction, and you need to take on the risk of assuming my debt. In my opinion, this isn't even the same ballpark.
That's hella
It ain't
weird.
even the same fucking game.
You should have left him if you talking about you taking a risk marrying him with the sex. And if he was doing stuff with other women, you should have just left him. I know it's a little easier said than done, but don't be a person who tries to hold that on and then the relationship never gets back to how it was before or never reaches a new height because of that. It doesn't make sense. That's why I always said, like, if my girl cheats on me, I can't look at her the same way no matter what the situation is. You know, I'm a self-reflect. Maybe something, whatever. I'm a self-reflect. Is there something I was doing or whatever? Even though that's a stupid thing. Like, I'm not even gonna get too deep into that, but no, because I know I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't look past that. It's just not gonna happen.
I feel like I'm being asked to potentially take on tens of thousands of dollars in debt simply as risk payment. This doesn't seem fair. As I said before, I don't plan on things getting bad enough between us that we have to divorce.
Yeah.
But no one can predict 5 to 10 years down the road. This one seemingly simple thing would make me feel a lot better about proceeding.
Man.
In fact, she has even said numerous times, my debt is my own. It's something I have to deal with, and I have to face the consequences. Am I just being beheaded? It seems like she wants me to assume half of her debt simply because I'm a sex addict, and that's my payment in case I mess up again and we have to separate. It just all seems vindictive, but granted right now, I'm just a little bit taken aback as this all happened last night. End. I'll call this man Romeo for the sake of this video. The very nature of a prenup is that it can be argued from both sides with equal force, and you will never break that standoff. Romeo, your fiancé will always be able to view it as a lack of faith, and you will always be able to view it as a safety measure. It's a bit of a red flag that she's trying to throw your addiction in your face.
That is a little
But
weird.
let's chalk it up to her being hurt by the prenup issue. Still, you deserve a clean slate at some point for your sex addiction, provided it's addressed and you stick to whatever you and your partner agreed was the ground rules for your relationship. I would make this clean slate a mandatory provision before you take any vows. You don't want her throwing this in your face forever. I also think it's unlikely you'll be legally responsible for her debt that you didn't sign for, and which was incurred before the marriage. But check with a lawyer just to be sure, as laws vary state to state, and in certain community property states, debt incurred before the marriage may count with equal force. Romeo, make sure...
Bro, if you don't pay off your student debt and get married, you could still, I guess people still do that and then they pay it off as they're married, but that's tough, I ain't gonna lie. That's wild.
When you sign a prenup, it has nothing to do with your addiction or whatever. Anyone who says that it should be about relationship and not money is an idiot. Things happen in the future, and this same woman, who once was crazy about you, will turn into a full-blown asshole trying to ruin you, not giving a shit. Divorce changes people.
I'm gonna be honest though, there are women, people might look at me crazy, there are women who you don't really, I'm gonna be honest, you might not need to really get that with, no matter what you're earning. I mean, if you're a millionaire, people always gonna think that you're supposed to get it. That's just how it is. It's some women that walk away, you know. We just live in a world where, I mean, you go off the majority, and you go off what you see on videos and stuff like that. You go off what other people say, but I don't look. There's some probably who you don't need a prenup with. And here's another thing. If you a man and you don't want your woman working at all, she's supposed to obey your command or whatever in your eyes, and then you guys get a divorce. She's entitled to that money. You didn't let her work. She literally was just the housewife the whole time, which isn't a bad thing, but it's like she couldn't do anything. So of course she has to survive. Like she don't got no, like she has nothing to her name. That's why I'm not with the whole women staying at the house doing like no, like develop some type of something for yourself, a legacy. Do something. It doesn't have to be crazy, but do something.
What I'm saying is that when divorce takes place, the wife is not the same as she once was. Of course, not everyone is like this, but as
I
far
want to
as
find
know,
a video where it's
they
like
go crazy.
they talk about like
Prenup just
the
makes
journey
it
or
somewhat
something,
better
like something
if
cool.
divorce is
'Cause
taking
these
place.
videos, like I like them, but
I do not
sometimes,
mean
bro,
any disrespect to anyone regarding this. It's just a protection. I think of it as car insurance. If it wasn't a law, a lot of people may not buy insurance, however. It is there to protect you in the event of an accident.
that's true.
There is no, he said, and she said, with these kinds of things then. Guys, protect yourself. Know what we're dealing with and move accordingly in these dating streets. That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe.
I'm gonna smash the like button, man. I gotta watch another video to subscribe. I always watch at least 2-3 videos before I subscribe to a channel. But I like this video. Y'all hit the like button if you like this video. Share it to everybody you know. I'm out, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'm out.